Moving on, it looks like Jay-Z might have some explaining to do, y'all. Check this out. So apparently a 28-year-old Maryland woman by the name of Letitia Macer is claiming to be Hov's, check this out, y'all, long-lost daughter.
Jay-Z's alleged secret daughter story popped up 2 weeks ago via an Instagram that she has started under Jay-Z's secret daughter. Fortunately, unless you pay her, she's not giving any clear or concise answers. Her name is Letitia Macer. She has told a rather interesting story about Jay-Z and her mother allegedly dating back in the day. Now, do I believe that Letitia is Jay-Z's first alleged daughter? I do.
Once more, Beyoncé is catching strays. Just when it seemed like Jay-Z and Rymer's conflict couldn't get any messier, boom, the internet is rocked by another stunner. Letitia, a woman, has come forward and loudly asserted that she is Jay-Z's biological daughter. She isn't playing around. She is laying out tales and displaying DNA test results that she claims support her assertions. What is Letitia exactly, and why is her name so popular on the internet at the moment? Her hometown is Cambridge, Maryland. Furthermore, she is not implying that she is Jay-Z's child. She claims to be certain about it. As far as she was concerned, this was not some secret scandal. She claims that for years, people in her community had been discussing it in whispers. Letitia asserts that it was essentially an open secret. Even though Jay himself never made it public, it was said that everyone knew who her father was.
Letitia Macer from Cambridge, Maryland. My mom, her name's Lisa Macer. She has multiple sclerosis. I've been hearing that Jay-Z was my father all my life. There's no way that he can deny anything. I was going to leave it alone. They brought me one of those ancestry tests. Finally, I get some type of answers. He knows that I exist.
Letitia wasn't a sudden appearance. She stunned everyone on Instagram with an unfiltered, heartfelt post. "I've been silent for far too long," she wrote. "Come along with me as I share how, in a city where everyone knew Jay-Z was my father, I had to live in the shadows as his daughter." The internet went crazy over that one post, but it wasn't just the assertion. What truly got people talking were the tragic truths she revealed about her life. Letitia talked candidly about having a difficult upbringing. She claims that her mother's multiple sclerosis gradually took everything away from her. Her mother, who had been active, became totally bedridden and required round-the-clock care. Letitia stepped up in the midst of all that commotion, raising 4 children, including twins, while slogging through school and working 2 jobs. One at a hospital and one inside a prison. That's a lot of responsibility for anyone, much less someone with such a burdensome secret. Letitia then declares that she is done remaining silent. She says she finally took an ancestral DNA test after 28 long years. She further claimed that the results showed a startling 99% match, which pointed directly to Jay-Z. Everyone is aware that names are not dropped in those ancestry tests. Letitia, on the other hand, is unabashedly certain that Jay-Z is her biological father. She even posted fact number 1 online. Ancestry NAS merely used to confirm it. Their accuracy rate is 99%. She isn't going to back down. Letitia also explained the reasons behind her prolonged silence. She claims that years ago her mother made an attempt to get in touch with Jay-Z, but nothing ever came of it. She says that pursuing child support from a famous person is not the same as interacting with a typical father. Additionally, the attorneys essentially laughed her out of the room when she attempted to pursue legal action. She dropped the bomb line at that point. Deadbeat fathers are okay unless they're have. Just that remark got folks chattering nonstop on social media. She has obviously been holding this inside for years. Now that she's speaking up, she's revealing everything without holding back. The true twist is that her hometown residents are stepping in and co-signing her narrative. Yes, this has been talked about for years, making her claims even harder to ignore. Locals are responding. Letitia's hometown residents are claiming to have known for years that she is Jay-Z's daughter. A woman wrote, "If you're not from the shore, you won't understand. But we all knew that was her father." Others agreed, referring to it as common knowledge, as if it were a secret that everyone knew but was afraid to speak out about. And it becomes much more bizarre. According to one woman, she was the one who first introduced Letitia's mother to Jay-Z. She described how they would hang out in this one apartment, playing cards, smoking, drinking, and generally having a party vibe. She claimed that Jay frequently inquired about Letitia's mother and that they had spent time together. This wasn't a one-night fling, in her opinion. Something was always the same. Another woman even revealed shockingly that she and Letitia's mother attempted to contact Rockefeller Records to inform them about Letitia, but they were dismissed rather than assisted. According to reports, the man on the phone stated, "Do you know how many ladies call me every day and claim that Jay-Z is their baby daddy? It is cold-blooded." All of this is consistent with Letitia's claim that Jay-Z was aware of her for years, but chose to duck the situation, hide behind his staff, and never publicly acknowledge his involvement. And if that wasn't chaotic enough, keep in mind that Ree is still fighting his own struggle. Additionally, the cases are beginning to resemble each other far too much.
So much in running, and it just really dawned on me. It's the man that my mom was underage when she consumed me.
Let's now examine Ree's legal battle, which has been ongoing for more than 15 years and is still far from ending. Ree has been demanding a DNA test for almost 10 years and has claimed since he was a youngster that Jay-Z is his biological father. However, each step has been difficult. Obstacles, holdups, and a barrier of opposition in his path. A simple request for a paternity test has descended into a convoluted legal battle that has resulted in numerous files, charges of corruption, and even a court order requiring Jay-Z to provide a DNA sample at last. Here's the twist, though. Jay-Z continues to make things difficult. His legal team retaliated even after the judge ordered the test, arguing that Jay-Z was unaware of the complaint until weeks later and that it had not been properly served. Supporters are disparaging the entire situation, claiming it is merely a stall tactic. Lengthen it, buy time, and hope the story goes away. However, this case is not going away. The courts continue to investigate. Additionally, Ramir and Dr. Lily, his legal guardian, claim to have been intimidated for years. They said that in order to thwart justice, Jay-Z's crew has been pulling strings and employing dubious legal strategies. Lily went so far as to reveal that some of the very attorneys they trusted were secretly assisting Jay-Z's side in sabotaging the case. There are other people making noise besides Letitia. Ramir's case has been equally disorganized. Dr. Lily, his guardian, even filed complaints against lawyers she said intentionally obstructed the proceedings, leading to the case being dismissed from the Philadelphia courts. In interviews, Ramir has discussed how this battle has cost him his stability and tranquility. However, he constantly emphasizes that the truth is more important than money. "I don't want anything from Jay-Z," he stated. "All I want is for him to be honest and accept reality." And that brings up the crucial query. Why not simply take the exam and shut everything down if it's truly untrue? Rather, Jay-Z's team filed documents denouncing the entire situation as unfounded, even accusing Ramir of being compulsive and pursuing clout. Ramir responded by stating that he was tired of being disregarded and accused of lying. This is when things become even spicier. Beyoncé, she is reportedly totally over this incident. According to sources, she has put in too much effort to create her business, raise her children, and maintain her impeccable reputation to be drawn into Jay-Z's paternity dispute. According to insiders, the tension within the Carter household is at an all-time high as a result of Letitia coming forward. Rumor has claimed that Beyoncé gave Jay-Z a harsh ultimatum. "Deal with your history honestly or I'll leave. Your outside children or me." That's what the street is talking about. Furthermore, this isn't your typical private family problem. Their entire brand is at risk. Beyoncé and Jay-Z worked for years to establish themselves as the ultimate power couple. Social activists, economic titans, and music moguls. This perfect dominion has been sold to the globe. However, these disorganized assertions and long-forgotten tales are now exposing that picture-perfect image. The Carter empire appears precarious at the moment. There are also rumors that Beyoncé may be at her breaking point. Jay-Z made a grave mistake if he believed Letitia's allegations would remain unheard of. As the controversy is gaining traction quickly, the actual kicker is right here. Rumor has said that Jay may be using money to attempt to hush this putative daughter, a reward to silence her. It's Oschino. When Oschino was signed to Rockefeller Records, he was close to Jay-Z, Damon Dash, and all the other artists that were then signed to the label. Oschino has conducted an interview in which he asserts that Jay-Z has more children besides the ones he has with Beyoncé, and he is certain of this. The plot now takes a dark turn at this point. Rumor has it that Letitia received an offer for a lavish residence valued at roughly $1.7 million. There was a catch, though. She had to sign a rigorous NDA. Rumor has it that this has nothing to do with privacy. It was blatantly hush money, a clever strategy to keep her quiet and prevent Jay-Z's name from making news again. Letitia was overwhelmed and conflicted by the offer, according to those close to her. According to some insiders, she felt under pressure, while others assert that she believed accepting the agreement would protect her daughter from the publicity that would accompany the coming public. Here's the crucial query, though. Why not just get a DNA test done and get his reputation cleared once and for all if Jay is certain Letitia is lying? Rather, we witness silence, legal threats, and NDAs. The difficult question is now being raised by fans. Is Jay attempting to use money to hide the reality rather than confront it head-on? More importantly, what message does that convey to the accused daughter that she can be bought off before learning the facts herself? There is more to this purported payoff than money. It all comes down to control, power, and how far Jay-Z will go to keep the past hidden. What does this signify for Rymere then? Is Jay-Z actually concealing any more secrets? Jay and Bomb marketed themselves as the unstoppable power couple for many years. Constantly calm, in charge, and 10 steps ahead. However, that picture-perfect image is now completely broken. According to reports, Beyoncé has been fed up for some time, and rumors of a divorce are becoming more widespread. Letitia's assertion could be the last straw, because the consequences can quickly become unpleasant when someone believes they have been misled for years. And let's face it, what else might be hiding in the shadows if this much dirt is already visible? Letitia's shocking allegation, Rhee's ongoing 15-year legal battle, and the latest reports that Beyoncé is done putting up with Jay-Z's purported secrets are all current events. It's historic, not simply a mess. The way we view Jay-Z's whole career and the meticulously constructed family image he has created with Beyoncé could be altered if these charges prove to be true. The scariest thing is that if Letitia's story nearly disappeared behind a $1 million mansion and an NDA, how many more secrets might be hidden away, never seen the light of day? Since Jay-Z's group has been putting in a lot of effort to steer the conversation for years. However, supporters are increasingly speaking up and refusing to remain silent. If more secrets come to light, there may be impending legal action, harm to the brand, and possibly a complete collapse of reputation. Tell me, do you think Letitia is telling the truth? Is Beyoncé prepared to leave for good at last? This story is far from over, so please share your ideas in the comments section. Wait until you hear what one of Jay-Z's old crewmates just disclosed if you thought this was crazy. Please hit the like, subscribe, share, and watch the next video buttons here.